So today we're going to make polenta sticks, and they're very similar to the previous recipe I did on the zucchini sticks. So let's walk you through the ingredients and then I'll show you how I make them. So the first thing you're going to need, of course, is your polenta, and I buy this on Vitacost.com, and it's organic, GMO-free, chemical-free, and the reason why I like it is because it only takes 1 minute to make. And yeah, so it's pretty much foolproof. And I'm going to use 1 cup, and so with polenta you use 1 cup of polenta to 3 cups of water. Then you're going to use a little garlic powder. Again, my favorite little mix, Mrs. Dash. We're going to use some onion powder. And this, I must say, is the ultimate vegetable broth. If you can get your hands on this, do. Once again, I buy this online on Vitacost, and it is great. It contains no chemicals, no MSG, nothing. It's the best. So I use about 1 teaspoon of this in the polenta. Finally, we're going to use the breadcrumbs. And these are just regular breadcrumbs, but that's step 2. So the first thing I like to do is I like to add my spices to the water. And so just a little bit, just like a little 1/4 teaspoon of spices, nothing major, just to give the polenta a little bit of flavor. Usually they add a lot of butter and milk to polenta and then they fry it, and it's really gross. So this one's going to be a really healthy version. So I added about a teaspoon of this. This is the broth. Okay. So I'm going to mix it with my whisk. I'm going to lower the heat, and then I'm going to slowly add the polenta. And it's going to slowly start to thicken up. Just keep mixing. See how it's thickening? So now I'm going to switch over. So now I'm going to turn my heat off, and you can see that is the consistency that you want it to be. So where you push it away from the edge of the pan, you could see it kind of pulls away a little. So that's what you want. So we're going to take it over, and I'm going to pour it into a mold, any kind of mold. Smooth it down. And now I'm going to put this in my refrigerator for about an hour so it cools down. Okay, so I took out my polenta from the fridge, and it has cooled down significantly, and it just plops right out. Kind of like Jello. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into bite-sized pieces, and so we like it looking like little French fries. Some people do it in triangles, but that's about the size that you should want them. And so I'm just going to go through this, cut it. Kind of feels like Jello a little bit. Okay, so now they're just like our zucchini fries, but just like little French fries. So now I'm going to add to the breadcrumbs, and I've got about a cup of breadcrumbs here. I'm going to add some onion powder and some garlic powder, and I've got a little bit of nutritional yeast. I know I didn't mention it earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and add some nutritional yeast to that. That's about 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast. I'm going to mix it up. You can add whatever you want. You don't have to add anything at all. And then we're going to take our little fries and we're just going to roll them around in here, little polenta, and put them on a baking sheet. Okay, so now I'm going to put them in the oven. I've preheated my oven to 400. Usually I bake these at 375, but today I'm doing 400 because I've got something else in the oven. And I'm going to bake them for about 30 minutes, and they're going to get nice and crispy on the outside. So I put them in there. Okay, so we're going to take it out. Oh yeah. Hello, hello. They are just crispy. You can hear them. Perfect to eat. Here is the final product, and you can see you break it and it's crispy and delicious all over. So let me know what you guys think.